Warning, if you don't like pus or blood, don't watch this video because it's pretty gross. It's really intense. Just giving you a heads up now, okay?
I've drained more abscesses than I can remember, but this is one I will not forget.
An abscess is your body's way of controlling an infection in a localized so that it doesn't spread throughout, right? Because abscesses, they are an infection, and they can't kill you. So it's a way of your body protection, keeping it in a specific place. So this is an oral surgeon, part of dentistry, but he goes into residency, goes into specialty after dentistry.
The patient has an infection that's so bad, it's not only eating away the bone, but the tooth as well.
Right there, what you're seeing is pus. This is more like a brown, reddish brown color of pus. Pus is normally, by the way, so this is not normal. This is more of a dangerous infection that this person has, this patient. Also, if you look at the teeth are fake. You can tell this looks like to me like a bridge. Bridges, you gotta take care of them. They're like very important to take care of. And I'm not saying that the patient didn't take care of it. I'm just saying that it's more likely to get something, right? And this patient got an infection from what I'm seeing. And yeah, the bridge is probably gonna have to go. I don't see why you would keep the bridge, because this person has an infection. You want to get rid of that infection because you don't want the patient to essentially die. We'll see what the oral surgeon says.
The patient has swelling in his upper jaw above his left canine tooth. The x-ray shows a large hole in his maxilla with significant bone loss.
That definitely looks like a lot of bone loss. That's the infection, guys. When you have an infection, if you don't treat it, it will continue to eat away your bone. Actually, you'll lose your teeth there, depending on where the infection is. But that infection will continue to spread. And that's why it's so dangerous. It will spread, it can go up to your brain, and essentially end you. It's the real reality.
This tooth is connected to a bridge. So the plan is to remove the teeth, clean out this infection, and get him healthy.
There you go. I was correct. This is a bridge. Gotta get rid of the bridge. That seems like that's what's causing the infection, or at least helping. Gotta get rid of the bridge and get this patient back to, good oral health, but not just oral health, their health in general. And then maybe go with another treatment later down the road. All right, so this is what you gotta do when you got, this is what you gotta do when you got a tooth infection. We actually poke it with a scalpel.
Right away, there's a lot
and
of
you just
pus
push
coming
out the
out,
pus.
and this is not your normal looking pus. This is dark brown, very chunky, and an odor like you can't believe.
I have seen an abscess, but it was not like this. Nowhere near this level. Mine, the one that I saw in my school, it was a small amount, and we didn't really do anything. The tooth essentially just needed a root canal in this case, and the abscess went away by itself. In this case, you gotta remove the teeth. This is like too intense at this point. It's too much. This tooth infection has been going on for way too long without having treatment. As you can see, he just pushes it out. That's what you do. You just keep pushing and suctioning it. Ooh. I guess it's kind of like popping a pimple. If you think about it like that, that's basically what it is, kind of. Alright, so now we're getting removal of teeth. You can see the whole thing moving. You saw how that whole thing moving? It's because it's a bridge. It's connected to two teeth, most likely, from what I'm seeing here. So that's the tooth right there. That's the tooth that's probably that's the tooth that has an infection, most likely in this case. And yeah, this tooth is gonna have to go. It's infected. It's gotta bye. Ooh.
Here's the tooth coming out, and
yeah, that wasn't that bad. That was actually pretty easy to get rid of. Makes sense though, because a lot of the bone was already gone. So when there's not a lot of bone, not much is holding that tooth in place. That's why we say, as me as a future dentist, brush, floss. Because if you want to keep your teeth, you need to brush, you need to floss, because you need to keep your bone intact. You don't want that bone receding over time, because if it does, well, eventually your teeth are gonna fall out, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
This line right here, that's the nerve that's in the middle of the root.
I will say, this is one thing I just learned. I did not know an abscess can really eat away your tooth. I thought abscesses only eat away the bone around, but I did not know it can actually eat your tooth, because this tooth here, well, a good amount of the root is gone, the oral surgeon is saying. So that's something new I learned. Now remember guys, I'm not a dentist yet. I'm a D3 student, 3rd year, so I still got a lot more to learn. Even when I graduate, I'm still gonna be learning. I will say, I don't know how this patient was able to deal with the pain. Was chewing not? I'm sure chewing was painful, but I guess you just get over it and you deal with the pain, right? I mean, that's what a lot of people do, right? I mean, I do it myself too. You're like, oh, I don't want to go to the doctor. I'm sick. But if it doesn't improve in like a few days or so, like something is different. Look at that. Look at all that pus coming out. Ew. It is kind of nasty, but it is what you gotta do, man. He's really just digging in there, bro. I've never had to do an abscess like this, and I don't think I will. Probably an oral surgeon's one who will do it. My goodness, it is a lot more intense than I thought. Even the oral surgeon's like, that's nasty. It is nasty. But guess what? We gotta do it. We gotta save the patient's life. It looks like it's been going on for a long time. So, like, it looks pretty, like, it looks so insane. Cool. I'm glad I'm watching this video because it teaches me, guys. It teaches you who's watching, but it also teaches me and tells me, hey, okay, if I come across a patient like this, well, refer to oral surgeon. So it's good for me to learn.
I cleaned it all out, and here's what we have. All of this tissue went off to the pathologist, and it came back as expected, a periapical abscess.
They had to do a pathology, which makes sense. I highly would recommend sending it to pathology too. If it is a cancer, we want to catch that right away. We don't want to leave that lingering or continuing to grow in the patient's mouth or anything. We're here to save the life. So very happy about this oral surgeon doing his due diligence, doing his best. Well, after the surgery, well, you are going to suture it all back because we want to build that ridge. Oral surgeon here did say it did heal properly, which is good. The suturing, guys, I want to show you that. The suturing, you see how it's nicely enclosed, at least on the left side's mouth of the patient? Very important. We want to be able to close that. In this case, there's a lot of soft tissue that he can really manipulate. In that case, you want sutures because you're able to form that ridge, which this whole piece here that you're seeing on the screen is a ridge. Being able to move soft tissue, we're able to contour it better and essentially allow it to heal better. So now in the future, this patient probably get a dentures. It's very important that we get the ridge back because we need the best anatomy, or at least as much anatomy as we can get, so that we can, put teeth there again for the patient. So the patient can be able to live life normal again, be able to eat, chew, enjoy. So periapical abscess, guys, that is what we saw today. Pretty insane what I'm putting on my channel, but I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Guys, let me know what you guys want on videos, like what other type of video you guys want to see, because like I have many ideas. It's just I don't upload too often, so it will take a while until I get there. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please comment, like, share, and don't forget, when life tends to be hard, don't forget to smile more.
Hi, love.
What a
What a nice surprise.
Yeah.